Hi, in today's video, we're going to talk about 7 things you may not like when you move to Omaha, Nebraska, and we're going to start right now. Hi, my name is David Matney with Nebraska Realty. I'm a local realtor here in Omaha, Nebraska. We're going to talk about several reasons why you may not like moving to Omaha, Nebraska. All right, reason number 1, people from Omaha are terrible drivers. One of the reasons why this is the case is because you can renew your license online if you're under the age of 72 or if you're over the age of 21. Not only that, the first time it snows, guess what? People act like it's their first time ever driving in snow. Okay, now our city is set up in a grid system. Should be fairly easy to navigate. However, we have some intersections and some parts of the city that even longtime residents have a hard time navigating. Now, the good news is that you don't have to put up with poor drivers for very long, because you can get anywhere within the city of Omaha in 20 to 30 minutes. All right, the second reason why you may not like Omaha is that Omaha has high radon levels. Now, radon is a naturally occurring radioactive gas that you cannot see, smell, or taste. And radon is the leading cause of lung cancer among non-smokers. Now, 50% of the homes tested in Omaha have high radon levels. Now, the good news is that if you're buying a home, you can conduct a radon test, and that's going to set you back about $150. And if they find high radon, then you can install a radon mitigation system. Now, depending on the home, a radon mitigation system can cost you around $1,000, and that can be negotiated in the contract when you purchase a home. All right, the third reason why you may not like moving to Omaha, Nebraska is that eastern Omaha has a lead superfund area, which means this. Back in the day, just north of downtown, there used to be a lead smelting plant. And what that did is it kicked up those emissions and it contaminated the soil of eastern Omaha. So if you sell a home in eastern Omaha, you have to disclose the lead superfund area. And if you're buying a home, you want to be aware that the soil could contain high levels of lead. EPA is cleaning up that area, and if they find high lead in the soil, they'll replace your topsoil and they'll give you a new sod. All right, number 4, and this one's for investors. Now, we do have many out-of-state investors. They like our economy and they like our low property values. So we get a lot of out-of-state investors. Now, the one drawback is that if you are an investor in the city of Omaha, you have to register your property with the city of Omaha. And I'll include a link to that registration site in the comment section below. All right, number 5 is a big one, taxes. Let's talk first about property taxes. Now, property taxes in Nebraska are high. Now, ag land is taxed differently, so the farmers get a break. However, if you're not a farmer, be prepared for some steep property taxes. Now, the property taxes in Douglas and Sarpy County are taxed in arrears. What that means is that you'll pay 2019 taxes in the year 2020. Each year, the county will assess your property and assign a value to it. The county treasurer will then assign a tax levy depending on your location and school district. Now, depending on their location, you can usually count on a levy somewhere between 2 and 3%. For example, if you have a property that's assessed at $200,000 by the county at a 2% tax levy, you'll have annual taxes of $4,000 per year. Now, some newer subdivisions may have a higher tax levy. Our property taxes are high, and this is something that may be somewhat of a sticker shock, especially if you're moving from out of state. Now, the other tax we have is a state income tax. Now, depending on your income, it can range from around 2.5% to just north of 6.5%. Now, we do have a very stable economy and low unemployment, so you will find a job in Omaha, but if you find a job, you're going to be taxed with a state income tax. All right, the other tax we have in the state of Nebraska, we have a 5.5% sales tax. Now, the city of Omaha has another 1.5% sales tax on top of that. Now, if you're buying food or prescription drugs, that's not subject to the sales tax. We have lots of great restaurants in the city of Omaha, and this one's going to hit home if you like dining out. On top of the sales tax, we have a 2.5% restaurant tax. Number 6 is the weather. You know, we could just say that the weather in Omaha sucks, and we could just leave it at that, okay? We have cold and snow in the winter with no mountains, and we have heat and humidity in the summer with no beach. Okay, most of the homes in Omaha have a basement for 2 reasons. Number 1 is because we like to collect a lot of junk, and number 2 is tornadoes. Now, in the spring, we get a lot of frequent thunderstorms. Now, the thunderstorms, not only do they produce tornadoes, but they produce hail. So if you're buying a home, you want to make sure that you speak with your insurance agent about your insurance coverage, because even if you have a roof with 30-year shingles, more than likely every couple of years you're replacing that roof because of hail damage. Number 7, the Omaha market is driven by schools and by school district. People in Omaha make real estate decisions based on their school their child will be attending. The boundaries frequently change. So if you're making a purchase, be sure to verify the school if that's important for your decision to purchase. We have some great schools in Omaha, and our area is known as a great place to raise a family. So there you have it. Those are the 7 things you may not like about Omaha. Now be sure to check out this video. It's on the pros and cons of living in Omaha, Nebraska, and you make it a great day.